Well, yeah, hi. Little guy's in bed. It's time for you to go to sleep. Oh man. The things they make. Alright, turn you off. Put you over here. Oh, what do we got? Oh, too late for noisy trucks. Oh man. Whew. What do we got here? Oh. Trains. Track. Well, I think I'm going to call this my station 1. This will be station 2. I gotta get my train from station 1 to 2. I'll start pulling some pieces out. We got a straight one. Start that one here. Curved one. I don't know. I think I kind of want to start it out here. Maybe I can find a way to connect them like that. And another straight one. Okay, I'm gonna need just the right piece to get this done. Oh, I think that's what I need. That'll get curves, but then I can also get the track to go that way to make some further connections. Yes, perfect. Okay, let's score some points. Yes.
Welcome to 30 Rails, a solitaire pencil and paper game of building railway networks. And here is your blank page. Good luck filling out your trains. Okay, so the first thing you're going to say is, wait a minute, so it's called 30 Rails, but this appears to be a 6x6 grid. Isn't 6 times 6 36, and therefore there will be 36 rails? And normally I would say, yes, you're right, but it turns out you're wrong because there's mountains and mines. So what's going to happen is we're going to first start filling out the board with 5 mountains and 1 mine, and then we're going to get into the fun of building some railways. So where do these rails go? Well, they go from here to there. Trouble is we need to determine what here to there is. But scoring-wise, what we can see over here, so this is the scoring page, and there's going to be 4 different stations that you're going to be trying to get your trains to. Station 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to put those 4 stations on the each of these different edges of the board, and we're going to try to make those connections. And point scoring wise, you can see that connecting 1 to 2, it's very light here, but that can get you only 1 point. But connecting 3 to 4 gets you 5 points. So connections to 4 are worth the most, connections to 3 are worth the next most. So point wise, you get a point for that. You get points for how long is that rail. So the longer your train takes to get where it's going, the more points you're going to get. Plus 2, there's 1 bonus space that we get to indicate as well. And then we add it all up and have some fun. The last one of these that we get to think of is any connections to mines. So if 1 of your stations gets connected to a mine, you get 2 points. If 2 of your stations, it's 6, 12, and 20. So that's nice. I think my favorite part of the game is the fact that they used the Greek letter sigma for a summation. That is perfect. It's not my favorite part of the game, but there you go. Here are your different tracks. So every time you roll, the roll is going to tell you, first of all, what column or row you need to be in. And then your other die is going to tell you what shape of track you get. And you get to twist and turn that track in any orientation that you want. So I think something helpful to look at here is actually a finished game, just to get a sense of what this can look like. So this was a game I played a little bit earlier, and this is what a final run can be. And so, made some little errors and some markings, and I think I can do better than that. But basically, if you want to get a sense of what does a connection look like. So here 1 starts, and 1 could continue straight through here and go up, and it could connect to 3. So that would be a spot to count points. So we look at 1 to 3. I made the connection, so that's 2 points, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get a 6 for that, and it's a total of 8. Where's one with the bonus square? So I had the bonus square down here. Looks like I indicated connection from 1 to 4. So 1 goes to 4. All right, so it looks like if you branch off this way, come down around, come down here like that. So we make that connection there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Get the count again. Wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get to count it again and come in through. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I get 13 points for that, plus 2 because I indicated this square as my bonus space, and I got a big old 18 for that. That was definitely my best track. And could also make some connections to mine. So here I mentioned getting to a mine, and who connected? It looks like 4 made a quick connection. Whoop, down there and then through. Okay, so that just gives you a sense of what this looks like so that you can say, what does a finished map look like? What are the sorts of things I'm looking to do? Lots of swirls and twirls is probably what you're going to need to do, and lots of splits if you're going to try to get try to get your train there. So there you have it. And I welcome you to Brad's board. This is my 5th episode, and I'm playing this game not because I discovered it on my own, but although what does it mean to discover it on your own? I mean, you discover it when it's brought to your attention. So I guess I did discover it on my own. It was discovered for me in my musings through the board game landscape. So the Solo-Showdown, March Madness Tournament of Awesomeness. So now this is my 2nd video as part of that. I'm jumping in with these folks. I'm about 2 weeks late. I'm trying to rush to catch up and play some games and get my videos out there and to share them. So that was my brief little rundown of the rules, and now let's play. I'm going to get into competition with these good folks and see how I can compare. I'm working for pride here. If I can do well, maybe they'll let me into the inner circle of board gamers or something like that. Just because I'm starting videos doesn't mean I haven't played board games for a while. I was one of those kids who was making up rules to all their old board games at home. And I remember rambling. Let's play. 30 rails. What's a good camera? Should I stick with this one? I don't really need to see those, so I'm gonna do the zoom in one. I think that'll work. All right, we start with setup. We need to determine where the mountains are going, and blue mountains, red mountains, green mountains. None of those colors really makes any sense. We'll do red mountains. So now we're going to go down one column at a time, putting mountains in. And I get to put the mountain anywhere in a particular column. So 5. No, I lie. I don't get to put it anywhere in the particular. I have to put it where I roll. So I rolled a 5 in the first column. So the mountain goes there. Not my favorite spot. So of these 6 spots where mountains will go, I get to skip one of them. Any one that I want. So if I roll another 5, it's probably going to be that one that I want to skip, because that's going to be a nightmare for my trains to get through. 2. It's not amazing, but I'm okay with 2. I don't really want 2s or 5. I would like 1s and 6s. Let's be fair. 4. That's going to be the one I'm going to skip, because I feel like it's just going to be too much to try to get around. 6. That's good. So down here, we go over to the 6. Nice and out of the way. I'll take 2 more 6s, please. 5. If you give me a 6, then I guess I'm just gonna ignore that area. 6. Okay. That's interesting. I think I'm okay with that. I don't really have a choice, so there you go. Next, I get to put the mine anywhere that I would like, as long as it is next to a mountain space. So I'm thinking maybe I'll put it right in here in between the mountains, which I can never get to ever. So forget that. Up here, kind of. So I don't want the mine to be in the way. I want it to be someplace where trains can get to, but I don't want it to be too much out in the open where all of my trains are going to run into it. So I think I'm going to try putting it here. So that is going to be my mine. And now one of the really important pieces, stations. I get to put my stations out there. So where do I want my trains going to and from? So I don't mind tucking the 1 away a little bit further and having the 2s, 3s, and 4s kind of out where it's more convenient to get to. I could say, I'll put them right next to each other. So basically, just whoop, do a little connect. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even think I could do a quick connection there. But then your train would only be 1 rail long. And where you're going to really be getting your points is by making these long connections. So, do I trust? getting a train out through here? Do I want to give it more space? Although I can kind of run into the mountain. I'm going to come straight out here. I'll make this my one station. And I want a little wiggle room to get out here past that mountain. This one feels problematic. I don't really have any choice to go over there. But this I have some options. So I'm going to put the 2 there. Then the 3 and the 4, I have lots of open space through there. I like that. I don't really know what's best here. We'll do a 3. There's almost no chance I'll actually have a straight shot through there. So maybe I should be a little bit off center instead. Nah, I want to be a little closer to the mine. Let's do that. I don't know if there's perfect strategy for that, but that's what we're doing. And the last piece I get to put out here is the bonus space. So now anytime a railway goes through a bonus space, I get those 2 extra points for that. So that's this column. So if I could get every single one of these rail connections through that, I'd get +2 every time. Now, that's not going to happen. But doesn't mean it's not something I could strive for. So it could be like right butt up against the 4. It's like I'm hoping to get everything to connect with the 4. So that would be a good spot. Or I could have it kind of out in the middle, and then sure, everything that connects with the 4 goes through that, but then maybe it goes through other pieces. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do here. Let's have it all connect up with the 4. So I'm going to do a light shading here so that I always remember that that 4 is my bonus space. And I believe that's it. I believe I am set to go. Got my 2 dice here. My blue die is going to be my white die. So it can be helpful to remember that I gotta be able to show this. The black die here are going to be representing the different shapes of the track, and then my white die is what represents that. I have a white die. I tried using it. It was very unlucky for me. So I'm gonna be superstitious here, and yeah, it's just gonna be that. No white die. Okay, and my zoom was a little bit too zoomy there, so I unzoomed a little bit so we can see what's going on. Let's get going. All right, so I've got this nice little angle track here, and I can put it in anywhere through column 2 or row 2. Now, if you go and you watch Chrissy's channel, you'll see that she made these she took Scrabble tiles and she wrote these different shapes on the back so that she could actually put on the board and rotate it around. I think that was brilliant, and I'm sadly missing that, but I'm going to do the best I can without having that functionality. So we're gonna use the 2 to pick this column, and we're gonna say that this could be the spot where I can branch line 2 over to 1. So I'm going to be coming down here, and then it's going to curve off towards 1. All right, we got to start. We'll start somewhere. Here we go. We got 1s and 2, so I got some straight track. So I can do anywhere along here. I think I've already kind of set myself up nicely for that. Let's just do that. Moving right along. 28 rails to go. Okay, so the 3, we got some nice curvies, and is there any obvious spot I might want for that? So if I could be getting the train to come down, I want it to come down here, and then I'd be throwing one away if I did that. So I could come down, and they also need to go off that way, and then that could be the option for something to come in there. Okay, so there's some interesting choices. What about here? Off that way. I'm not sure what that one would be doing. That doesn't really seem obvious where any of these should be going there. So I think maybe I want to take that here. Curve up like that. Yeah, let's try that. It's a really interesting game because you're making these thoughts of, it's like, well, I could do that if I get all of just the right track. And you just make some decisions, and then your future decisions are, well, going to be responding to those first decisions. I mean, but that's game playing, right? Straight track. It's sort of, on one hand, the easiest to think about. I mean, right, I could just head straight down here, but I want some curvies. I need lots of things that are start curving. Any of these things that branch is the key to success. So I definitely don't want straight there. I mean, I think I do want straight here. Although again, branching off so that I could try different, it's like, because I need different tracks. So that's not good yet either. Whew. Overthinking a little bit too early on. Also kind of want branchings there. I don't want a straight track right now. I want other shapes. What am I gonna do? I think I'll just come straight out of 1. I don't want to pigeonhole myself with the 4, especially with that spot there. It's gonna come straight out of here. Give that a try. Okay, so there we got some splitting track. That's gonna be nice. So anywhere here on 4, so it could come down there and go. Now it doesn't make any sense to go up there. Let's see here, 4. That could split 2 ways. Now that could be interesting. I could see that as being a nice choice. These other ones I'm not quite sure about. How about the 4 here? So 3 I could just split off 2 ways right away and get myself heading over to some of those other tracks. That could also be kind of nice. I think I kind of like this idea of, this splitting here. A couple of interesting options, but we'll try that one. Okay, so 4. We got a nice cross. So now the cross is not that you can suddenly take a right angle and go crazy like that. It's that one of these is a bridge over another one. So this could be a really handy one to work with. So where might I want to put that? So anywhere here, really no. There's nothing that looks super inspiring there. So I don't want to put it on this spot, but maybe up here so things could kind of loop back down around. No, that wouldn't make any sense. I don't even know if this would make sense here. It could, because that could, yeah, let's try that. And I have the one that goes straight through. Maybe I can get 2 straight down to 4. I think, I kind of joked that wasn't going to be a thing that can happen, but yeah, we'll do that. Am I allowed to do that? Did I just totally make something up? No, because I either have to put it here or I have to put it there. I just completely made something up. Maybe pen was a bad choice? A little white out to save the day. All right, 6. No, I don't want to put that anywhere there. You know what? I'm going to have to put something in space here anyway, so. There you go. It was a dead zone. I didn't like that roll. Punt. Get rid of it. Okay. Curvies again. Here we go. So I have no idea what I might want to end up doing there, but I could do something there. That's really helpful. Oh, 2. Oh, 2. Ooh. Well, that's a way to head down here. Or even better yet, a way to head up here. Well, either way, I'd kind of be losing something. Like I'd just be giving up one of my connection pieces. Well, there's any way to loop around. I don't know if I've set up my loops very well. How about I do that? Am I allowed to do that? I can go on the 2. So that'll put those together. That can sort of loop and go nowhere. But already I've got my first score. 2 has successfully made it to the mine. Can he go anywhere else? No. Well, downward at this point. I just killed any chance for 1 to go anywhere, though, right? Because now one would be completely stymied and never able to do anything ever again. I don't think I like that. In fact, I know I don't like that, so the whiteout just came out again after a little pause. Okay. So what was that? That was, so I had a 5, so I picked up the dice, but I know that was a 5 because that was that shape, and it must have been the 4 column. Okay, let's try again and not completely block off the root for number 1. Maybe go over here. Yes, let's go over here. Maybe do something a little bit more simple, like let's branch off 3 into a couple different directions. Still not sure if that's my favorite. Well, what if there's a way in from there? Well, that's just, then nobody else makes it in. Goodness gracious, this is hard. You gotta really think about this. That was a great complaint. It's like, here I am playing a board game where I want to be thinking about things. Like, this is hard. Okay, that's enough of that. A couple roundy connections here. Okay, so I could do it in the 2s. No idea where I might want to put it there. What about over here? So again, I could kill anything. I'm going to need a very specific piece to make that work. I know what it is. It's a 6. I need a 6 for that. So I don't want to put that there. I want these roundy pieces. I could, well, I know I'm going to need to head off this way anyway, and there's no other branching that makes any sense. So how about I do that? Round my way over there. And close to 1, also connecting with 2. Yeah, got lots of high points there. It's like 3 and 4. That's what I want. Let's get 3 and 4 on the move here. So 5. I'm just about out of spots on that row 5, but I got plenty here yet, so it's not like I'm going to be able to get away with anything that way. I kind of want the 6, but because then I could go straight. But I guess I really can't wait for that. Now, something I haven't mentioned, we have these overrides. So, and that's probably going to be something for a little bit later in the game. But at any point, I can take the white die and override it and make it anything I want and just use what the result was on the black die. Or I can change the black die to be anything I want for whatever column or row the white die is chosen. Or I could do both at the same time. But those are really, like, when you get towards the end and you really need a certain piece, I think that's when I want to play that card. Die, I guess. Yeah, let's just do the split and see what happens. So, again, it's like why did I want to do that split there on the 3? There's something about that. So I would have to do it on the 5 to do that split. Or I could throw it away. I could just say, forget it. Like, this isn't going to do me any good. I'm just gonna run my tracks into the mountains. If I think I'm not all that interested. I could try to make it work from here though. Like, that's not bad. I'm gonna try to make that work. I'm not loving that, but it's something. 6. Okay, there's that track. And on a 2. I don't really see where that would help. Here, I mean, that's a throwaway spot. So if there's anything I don't really like, I have a couple throwaway spots. A few too many, maybe. This whole area has got a lot of throwaway. Is there anything I'd like to do over here, though? Could come straight through. And something could come down here. So I know I'm going to try to get 3 over here somehow. 3 wants to try to get up. Ooh, 3 needs to try to get up over there. What's 2 doing? How's 2 going to get down to me? 2's got to somehow make a track down here like that. And at that point, might need to curve in. There, like that. How is 3 going to get in there? So I want 2 to be able to get down to 4. So I think one way that can happen is that there's a track coming through here. That's how 2 can get over to 3. And then it also needs to get down to 4. So we're going to give that a whirl. Another 6. Look, we just had one, you guys. Oh, this might be the one I'm looking for now. So that wouldn't make any sense here. I could, right, because I don't have that straight shot anymore. Yeah. Could come down and that would be a dead end, and I could curve over this way. And is that a good use? It's like I can find other pieces that'll help me do that. I think having the line that comes off a 6. So the 3 can hopefully come in this way. The 4 wants to be able to branch out and maybe be able to go up to here, up to the mine. Is there anywhere else I can get to? I don't know if anybody's got a shot at getting over to 1. Let's do this. Let's go that way. Hope that's not a bad idea. Oh, that was a 2. And, oh, just a simple curve. I'm not thrilled about a simple curve right now. I think I'm just going to throw that one away. Throw it away up there. I'm going to have a number of throwaway spots. More than I would really like. But I'm going to do that. I like those branching ones. I feel like those are my friends right now. Yes, I need to come down here like so. Either one of those. I'll either go up and curve over that way or come down and curve over that way. Both of them are going to serve me well. So let's do this one first. So simple. Then I just have a 2-1. So a simple curve again. Yeah, see, that's the trouble. I mean, unless I'm thinking he has to come all the way down, then back up, and then around. I'd rather just go straight in. But I don't have that spot to work with. Is there any throwaways elsewhere that I can do? Well, look, there's nothing up here that's happening that's any good, so I might as well just throw that one away too. Am I going to connect much of anything? I don't know. Oh, double curves. Yikes. Lots of curvy pieces. No, this is questionable. We do need the curve up there. And then this one. Who's going to that spot anyway? I need a 6 there. So I want to be able to curve up to the mine, so that's nice. And then this one, I want to be able to, where's that coming from? I don't think I've determined where that's coming from yet. I've got to figure out where that's coming from. Maybe I don't worry about where it's coming from. I'll just abandon ship. Although one of those other branches could come up here. Now, I'll abandon ship. That can go someplace. I don't know what it's going to do, though. Or curvies. So 6, I could throw the curvies away, or I could... what's that going to do? Well, worst comes to worst, it probably doesn't hurt to have that piece come up. Oh, what's this going to do? Actually, I do want to curve up this way. That's for sure. So curve up that way. 4. Crossover. Ooh, haven't seen one of those in a while. And the last one I did, I threw it out. And I think I still want to throw it out. Throw another one out. Simple curve. I'm really feast or famining on these 6s is what I really want. Gosh. So 5. So I could just throw it away. Doesn't matter. Or is there anything over here that I might want? Yes. Yes, I do need to get you over here. So you are the friend I'm looking for. Got one of those. This could be what I need. All right. Are there multiple places I need it though? So this, I don't know if there's any particular branching I'm looking for that to do. But I think over here, this has been kind of what I've been waiting for. Now I've got to figure out which way do I want to curve it. I think it doesn't really matter which way I curve it. Either way, it's just getting me to a mine. So come in with the straight one. Let one go to the mine. And then two can't get there anymore. And so be it. Got nothing left I can throw out over there, so it's gotta come over here. And curves, curves, curves. Well, I made that curve, so there's really nothing else happening down here anymore, I don't think. So that's sort of just a throwaway. Too many throwaways. I don't like where this game is going. No, so 3, 2. I have a straight line. Not what I want there. What else? 3, straight line. Not what I want there either. So looks like I'm gonna have to do an override to get just what I want. Yeah, I'll keep 3. Keep row 3, that's fine. Is my override. 2 can still come down here and get to the mine. And now we're also connecting 2 over to 3. And 2 can now have a chance to get down to 4. I really needed that piece. Unfortunately, I really need a lot of other pieces as well. Well, just a couple. There's just a couple right in here that have to work out for me if this game isn't Doom. I'm going to go all to Doom for crossover. I don't think these crossovers have offered me anything helpful. Well, that's not going to hurt because I need this 3 to get over there. So I have a feeling that's going to be the best option. That's already full. So I'm happy I'll take that. 3 found its way over. And this will just be some dead end magic. But 3 to 4, I mean that's the big one. That's a 5-pointer. Not a long track, so I'm not going to get a whole lot extra there, but it's something. 4, oh, another crossover. I mean, yeah, that's going to be a throw. Well, do I want that elsewhere? Because I have this override. So if there's somewhere else that would be really handy to have that, I don't think I want to go straight down there. And I need to be able to curve, so I don't want that to be a straight shot there either. So no, I don't think there's anything I really need to do with this. So let's put that there. 6. Those are all full. There's some 6 there. Whoa. We got this one. And nowhere that I need it. So this, I might want to do an override too. You know, I was thinking that 2 still had a chance to get down to the mine, but the one I didn't throw out is ruining me from that. Because by putting that in there, I didn't give myself a split to get over. So I think the only thing helpful I could do for myself is to get 2 branching over to here, and then 2 could go off to the mine, so I could at least get that. So I think I'm going to override the 6 to be a 3, so that I can place this piece here. And I could branch over this way, but then I would just be going to a dead end, or I would just be looping back right back to 2. So yeah, I'm going to come over here like that. So I don't know if there's anything left. I don't know if there's anything left to do. No, I lie. 4 can still get to the mine. So I need the roll 4, and I need there to be a straight shot or a curve, and that'll get me there. So no 4s here. So the 5 and the 2, whatever, straight line. So that's kind of what I'm playing for at this point. So there's some curves. There's the 1. So yeah, lots of curvy places. Don't matter. So I'm looking for that 4. 1, 1. There's a curve on a 1. Curve on a 1. So a straight line for a 6. So there's nothing there. There's still 1 6 left. And this is it, isn't it? It almost doesn't matter what I roll. It has to go somewhere. So 3 and 5, so it can't go there. And it can't go, oh, it can't go there. Actually, it's exactly where I want it to go. And I'm going to get the curve that I want. Whew. And that one will just run into the mountain. All right. That's the game. And I'm not super happy with how this worked. I really didn't get lots of loops around that came back, but no, let's just score and see what's going on. I think one only went one place. One up here, and oh, went to the mine, and it came up to 2. Those are the 2 things. All right, so 1 connected to the mine, so I got 1 mine, and 1 connected to 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, get 1 point for that. 6, and so a total of 7. 1 connected to nothing else, so don't get a 1 to 3, don't get a 1 to 4. 2. What did 2 get to connect to? So we know 2 headed over to 1. We know 2 was able to connect to the mine. So I get another mine. And 2 was able to connect to 3. So that's something. That was a, oh, I forgot there was a dead end there. Was there anything that could possibly do? That was sort of one more roll that I would be able to have. Phew, that could just go there, whatever. And yeah, so 2 comes down to 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 to 3. Give me 6. And 9. All right, 3. So I know 3 didn't get the 1, 3 didn't get the 2, but 3 did get the 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get 5 points for it, and 5 trails, and it went through the bonus space. Fortunately, the bonus space does not help me when it comes to going to mines. Oh well. So 2 to 4? So I determined that 2 never made it to 4. Yeah, 2 never made it to 4. So that got me to 12. And finally, 4 also headed off to the mine. So I did a nice job with getting things to the mine. That's something. We got 12 there. Well, what are we looking at? So 24, 34, 33, plus 7 for 40. Oof. Reminds me of my first game. So my first one I played, I got a 41. I did slightly better. Not a whole lot. And there was this other game that I managed to get myself 58. So that was nice. Definitely had some better luck making the trails there. There was too many throwaway spaces. If you have that many throwaway spaces, it's just not going to work. Well, there you go. 30 rails. This one has a touch of frustration to it. Like, I wasn't getting the tracks I wanted. It's like, I wasn't predicting well where I would need to make loops. It's like you kind of have to see what sort of swirls and spirals you might need in order to do that. So a lot of thinking you have to do. Okay, so that's it. That's 30 rails. I hope you enjoyed watching. Hope you got to see how the game works and maybe follow through and kind of agonize at the choices that I made. If you could see, it's like, where would a better choice have been? Maybe leave a comment, and that can help improve my gameplay too. But anyway, it's free. Go print it out, give it a try, see how you do, and see what kind of high score you can get. All right, thanks, and have a great night.